there, sports fans. This is Kinito Hanson.
And I'm Diane Castillejo. Get ready to uncover the future of Philippine sports.
And tonight we'll navigate and break down this game. We've got an exciting episode for you because we're going to talk about Blackwater, the team that finished dead last in the current ongoing PBA Governors Cup. But before that, we want to ask you to please like and subscribe, hit that bell button for notifications. So at any time, you can find out if we've got new updates, new videos, all for you. All right, Diane, let's get right into it. We're going to talk to four distinguished guests from the Blackwater franchise of the PBA. And first off, we'd like to introduce the PBA governor from Blackwater, Governor Siliman C.
Hi.
Hi,
Good afternoon.
Governor.
Hi there, Gov.
Hi.
Nice
Hi.
to see you.
Thank you
And
for
next-
being here.
Yeah. We've got
Bonfire
someone we've got someone who engineered Blackwater's big finish in this conference. Although Blackwater finished dead last, hey, they beat the number one team in the
Yep.
PBA to signal their farewell of this conference. A
Sure
1-point
did.
victory over Magnolia. Here he is, none other than the Blackwater bossing coach, Ariel Van Guardia.
Hi, Diane, Sir
Hello, Coach
Kinito.
Ariel.
So nice to be here.
Welcome
Hello,
to Play It
Coach.
Right.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one because
For sure.
not only do we have the governor and the coach with us, we've got two players from Blackwater, and let's bring them on right now. First off, he's the leader of the team, someone who's been in the PBA for 10 years, someone who's won championships in the UAAP and the PBA, someone who was once the first overall draft pick back in 2011 from De La Salle University by way of Sambera High School. Here he is, JV Casio.
Hi, Sir Kinito. Hi, Ma'am Diane. So
Hello,
happy to be
JV.
here.
Nice to meet you here.
Thank
And
you for
then-
that introduction, sir.
Wow, okay ba?
It was
Okay ba?
nice.
Okay
It was
na, okay
nice. Yeah.
Animo.
Ano mo?
And now, our last guest is somewhat of a surprise because he only played his first conference sa PBA, etong Governor's Cup. Siya po ay naging second overall draft pick ng Gilas Draft. Special yun, no? Yung special Gilas Draft. He played for Gilas. He is a two-time CESAFI, yung pong liga sa Cebu, selection with the University of the Visayas. And then in his only year sa UAAP, playing for the University of the East, he made it to the mythical five. This guy is a flat-out shooter, a deadly scorer, and hindi lang magaling, maswerte pa. Kasi ang pangalan niya ay Ray Suerte!
Suerte.
Hello po, Sir Kinito,
Hi there, Ray.
Ma'am Diane.
Woo!
What a
Uy.
nice sports name.
Yeah.
Suerte.
And Diane,
Swerte.
the reason why pag-uusapin natin ang Blackwater is because nagkaroon ng balita that Converge is the new franchise in the PBA. At the same time, nagkaroon ng speculation. Ano ba? Ang Blackwater ba ibebenta o hindi? Ano kaya? We want to hear it straight from the governor and we want to hear it straight from Coach Ariel about the future plans for Blackwater and the two key players from Blackwater about their own plans to make Blackwater rise up. Diane, your first question.
Okay, before we talk about the team, whether it's being sold or not, I want to go back to that beautiful game that you guys ended with. You know, everybody was talking about kailan ba mananalo yung Blackwater, and what a fantastic game to win, courtesy of Suerte, last winning shot. So how good did it feel to win? You probably talked about this already. And how can the team now not just have one lucky win, like, or not lucky win, how can they have just one win like that, but stay competitive in the next conference? Ano yung mga napag-usapan nyo? Because you've proven that you can beat the best. Diba? Who wants to start? Coach siguro or Governor? Go.
Boss?
Well, after the game, we had a team hurdle, and it was a very happy team hurdle, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one thought that our impart Sean Clover shared with everybody. Sabi niya,
Mm-hmm.
now, everybody experienced the joy of winning. Let's keep
Yes.
this and carry on to the next conference. Probably yung pinakamagandang take ng whole team na ang sarap ng feelings ng manalo because we have not
Oo.
experienced this for almost 2 years.
Wow.
Well, that's not a
2 years,
29-game
huh?
losing streak. Yes, they
Oo.
haven't won
29,
since
2 years? I mean,
2020.
Oh.
grabe. Coach.
Well, yes, it's the monkey off our back. Although, hindi naman lahat yung 29, ako na yung coach, ha? So, but it's really difficult because I've been pushing the guys very hard in practice, and sometimes I blame myself for pushing them too hard or too less. But
Mm-hmm.
you can always second guess because there were games that we were in the game and we just faltered in the end, and may games naman na talagang we start out flat and then we'll come back and then we couldn't we dug too deep of a hole to be able to win it. So, but I see improvements. Obviously, there's a lot of changes, pero this team has promise. I beg, kumbaga, I still believe we're a better team than 1 and 10. We had injuries early on, and we were playing well the first 2 games, and we had injuries to our key players. And then we didn't have the right import to start with, but it goes with to the growth of the team. I think we have the right core right now, so we'll be competitive and we'll be in the playoffs come the next conference.
Oh, Coach
I
Ariel,
love the confidence.
yeah, the confidence is right there. Coach, tinitingnan ko yung history nyo, no, this conference. And you're right in saying that there were some games that you could have won. In fact, tinitingnan ko, no, I counted at least 4 games na dapat kayo nanalo. But towards the end, hindi nyo na-close out. JV, what do you think of that performance? No, 110 nga ang record nyo, pero that could have easily been 5 or 6 wins.
Yes, Sir Kinito. So from there, like Coach said, that there were many changes sa team. There were injuries also, so it was really hard for us. The chemistry, especially during the end game, yung pagkakilala namin, how we gel as a team throughout the games, throughout the season, and throughout the conference. It was really difficult for us to get that, to solidify that, and it shows that, like you said, those 4 games that we could have won, and it was close games all throughout in the first to third, and probably we just stopped playing, or we didn't really go all the way. So it was really hard for us to see that, but I believe that actually at that last game, I just really believe that if we do not stop, and if in my part, if I show the team that I do not stop playing, I keep on going, whether we are down or not, we eventually will get a win. And I'm just like Coach and Governor Siliman, that felt that we won that game. So yun lang sir, siguro.
Si Ray naman. Ray, anong pakiramdam mo? Pumasok ka sa Blackwater sa kalagitnaan ng conference. But in 6 games that you played, you averaged in double figures. Sa tingin mo ba, if you had started dun sa umpisa ng conference, baka nagbago naman ang swerte ng Blackwater? Feeling mo, Ray?
Siguro kung nag-start ako first game ng Blackwater, di yung kalagitnaan, siguro may malaki yung chance na we can win, hindi lang isang game, kundi many more games pa.
Okay?
All right.
Yun, galing kay Ray
So-
swerte yun, ha?
I guess, well, we can now, as we move forward in discussions with the team, Gov, is the team for sale? Is it going to follow Alaska?
No, I don't think. If you know my brother, over his dead beautiful body, I guess
Oh.
that's gonna happen.
We know him.
Over
Maganda
his
yun,
dead
ha?
Beautiful
Over
body,
his
yeah.
dead, beautiful body. Nako, dapat
hindi
marinig yan ni
mangyayari
Boss
yan.
Dio.
I take my hat off to you for the perseverance and the commitment. I mean, I'm sure it kept your team going. So the team is not for sale. That's
Yes, no, it's not. In fact,
that's the
we are looking forward to next year. Kasi when Coach Ariel accepted the job of a coach, sabi ko sa kuya ko, believe ako kay Coach Ariel because not many coach will accept the job. We're not on a good run, and yet Coach Ariel accepted it, and I was able to attend a game or two, and dahil sa COVID. So, and I see how Coach Ariel motivated the players, how he talked with the management. Isa lang naman ang request ni Coach Ariel, and I think it's all over the news. Boss, wag yung pambigay ang draft. Doon tayo babawi next year. And two things. One, the foundation is there. So second one is just to plant some new players into the pot, and hopefully we will be grow into that winning tradition.
yeah.
Okay, now talking
Nice.
about new players putting in the pot. Coach Ariel, sino ba ang mga player na medyo natitipuhan mo in the coming draft? May 50 na yun, medyo malapit-tapit na rin. A lot of guys out there, and I understand Blackwater has 2 first-round picks.
Three.
If you had
Three.
a choice,
Oh, three.
tatlo pala. Tatlo
Oh.
pala.
Nice.
Okay, that's 3 first-round picks. Now, first question, will any of those picks be traded? And pangalawa, if they won't be traded, who will you choose with those 3 picks? Coach Ariel.
Okay, so first, will it be traded? We would like to keep the picks, and we cannot trade the number 1 pick. That's
Okay.
that's a rule already. So,
Yes.
but my request when I took over, it's very hard to build from trades. So, the best way to build is from the draft. Kahit sa NBA, ganun yung nangyayari. If you build from the draft, you get a marquee player or players that can turn your franchise around. So, there's a lot of players really that excites me that coming up. Lalo na they relax the Phil-Am rule. So without the DOJ recognition now, there's a lot of Filipino Americans that has the Philippine passport, so they can enter the draft now. So I'm looking forward to it, and I know 3 guys that are their papers are on process, and hopefully they can make it. And but those that are already known, like Brandon Rosser, Lawrence Domingo, Jason Brickman. So yun yung mga known namin. And a lot has been said about Cedric Bearfield, who played really well in his collegiate days, and also he played in the G League just like Mikey Williams, and he recently just played in Europe. So he's the type of guy that can really help us also, among others. I hope Baltasar will enter the draft also. Balti from LaSalle, of course, he's for me to me is the Yanis Antetokounmpo of the Philippines in the
Wow!
making.
Ayun.
Yeah, di
What
ba?
a description.
Yeah, kasi he's tall, lanky. He can shoot now. He's a rim protector, so he's definitely someone that we're looking at.
Okay, big question now. We'll ask to JV Casio being the leader of the team. How do you shed the loser's image of Blackwater? You're coming from a winning tradition sa Alaska. Now you're in Blackwater na medyo talunan. But how do you shed that image? And how do you show the fans that maski na papano, lalaban at lalaban ang Blackwater?
Well, sir, at first siguro mag-start yan syempre sa amin, sa sarili. And one thing I can do to help out with that is to lead by example. Of course, being professional. Small details, I have to parang pakita na I'm doing it the right way. Doing my part, being disciplined, simply being on time on practices and showing up, and practicing hard. Of course, listening to what the coach said. Those small things, I think it would be a start. And Coach Ariel has been parang fino-focus niya na yun sa team pa lang when I first came in, and you can see that that's what he's trying to build on, change that mindset or even the culture to a more competitive culture, to a more to align to a winning culture. Kaya maganda rin po as start, and at the same time it would not just take one player or two players, it takes the whole team. So yun lang sir, yun po yung tinatry kong gawin.
Nakaka-inspire. Dayan.
So Ray, ano yung mga sa palagay mo ang key takeaways, lessons that you learned both from the win and the losses that you think kailangan i-apply ngayon ng Blackwater sa susunod na conference?
Syempre, ano po, if galing ka sa winning team, yung players doon lahat nagtutulungan talaga. So, siguro yun yung kailangan namin gawin sa Blackwater, na every game, kailangan magtulungan. Tsaka andyan naman yung mga kuya namin, sila Kuya JB, si Kuya Jewash. Ginaguide nila kami, lalo na si Coach Ariel. Kailangan lang namin magtiwala sa sistema ni Coach Ariel.
Coach,
Okay,
can
si
I ask
JB
you the
naman.
same question?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead, JB.
Go.
Well, I was gonna ask JV. Okay, JV, the last 4 games sa conference na to, you averaged 18.3 points. Injury-free ka na. You were played with a lot of injuries prior to that. So, your performance was going up and down. But parang pinakita mo that at 35 years old, you can still go full blast. And in those last 4 games, wow, pinakita mo, bumalik si JV Casio! And that's something that a lot of fans are looking forward to. JV, please tell us, ano yung pakiramdam mo nung last 4 games, nung binigay mo lahat? You had 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists against Ginebra. And that prompted Coach Tim Cone to say, wow, JV Casio is back. JV.
Sir, I still believe that, syempre, I still have it in me. And Coach Ariel, syempre, isa si Coach Ariel sa mga nagbigay ng confidence sa akin, including the management, has been very supportive. But credit also to my teammates who, syempre sila, sir, yung kasama ko palagi. They seen that I'm struggling or the team is struggling. They just keep an open mind and just keep giving me confidence na to play my game. And from the injuries that I sustained nung middle of actually the start of the conference, that was really frustrating. And when I come back, I really feel there's parang meron pang may sa injuries ko. But when yung mga teammates ko and Coach Ariel and all of yung team just helped me out throughout the process and helped me to give that confidence, and nagkaroon nga ng breakout game, and I felt na this is one way that I can do it, just to never stop playing and continue until playing, and kahit medyo malaki na yung lamang kalaban, just keep on playing until the end.
Okay, Dayan?
Coach, do you think that if your import played from the start, it would have made a difference? You want to talk about him? How difficult was it
sure,
to get him here? You were making kwento kanina.
Yes, for sure, it would have made difference. But also, the thing is, our first import was a big man, a center. He wasn't really a scorer. But when we lost JV and Basel to injuries, we really had to get a scorer that can dominate the game. Yes, it was it was very difficult. We had to work through the holidays. Alam ni Boss Liman yan. He was playing at that time in Iceland. So he can get out. He had that out clause in his contract. He can get out. So we negotiated with him, and then it was during the holidays, and we know it's hard to get at that time there was a visa to come in. So we processed the visa. It so happened that he cannot process it in Iceland. He had to send it to Norway. So there was a lot of hardships. And then
It paid off.
It paid off really. but it so happened that there was a break naman in the PBA. So
Mm.
so we had the visa before that break, and he was already here. But pero he was supposed to play in our January 5th game. That we were tied that was the deadline. But then so happened yung long break pa ng PBA because of the surge. So, but he came. He led the league in scoring. So he's
Yeah.
hopefully we can bring him back. And great attitude.
Mm.
Uh, really very quiet as a person, but he's kind of very coachable, and his teammates like him.
Well, Coach
That's
Ariel, he
important.
averaged 34.8 points a game. Kanya whopping numbers ang
Yeah.
binigay ni Glover. And sabi mo nga, no, maybe if he had started with Blackwater at the start, if Ray Suerte had have started with Blackwater from the start, baka iba yung nangyari, no? Baka you might have been in the playoffs. And also, Josh Toralba, he had a breakout game, 14 points in his second game. Tapos nagkaroon siya ng injury.
Injury.
And nawala siya, no? Babalik pa ba si Josh Toralba? And next question is, what lessons can you learn from this conference? Coach Ariel.
Well, yes, Josh had the breakout game, the second game, but he broke something in his knee, so so we always joke about it. He's got a partial tear on his MCL, but he'll be back soon. He rehabbed in the US. Is really working out. We stay in touch, so he'll be back in time for our practice this April. Yes, there are a lot of lessons learned. Obviously, we had too many changes this conference, but we'd like to do it now than do it later, since we have we really want to put in the core already. I think uh, bringing in JV, Barkley, Roshan, Justin Melton, and other guys that are new to the team. It took a while for them to really gel, and but slowly but surely, I think ito si JB siguro nahihiya pa lang siyang i-assert yung yung scoring will niya nung to start, but the injuries really hurt him also. Pero now that I think the roles they know their roles now, it's more defined. Ray, I have a lot of confidence in Ray. I always tell him to be aggressive, so that's his role in the team, to be aggressive and on both ends. So really, the I think the future looks bright for the team with the draft picks and with the core that we established. I'd like to come back to the question if the team is for sale. I think the fact that management led by Boss Liman um, signed the guys that we wanted to keep for 2 years and 1 year, so that's a sign that they want to build that and establish the core. So I'm thankful for management for that.
Diane?
Nice. Gov Silaman, you and your brother, I like what you said earlier that in the next conference you will be in the playoffs, right? I love the positivity. What kind of management changes, if any, will you be doing, adding, subtracting to ensure that your team enters the playoffs?
Well, first of all, normally if we got the right formula now, the right
Mm-hmm.
coaching team. Alam ni Coach Ariel yan, as a management, we seldom or always don't interfere into the strategy of the coach. We let the coach do his thing, no? And win or loss, we stand by the decision of the coach. And the only time we enter into the picture is kung may mga players na gustong palitan. That's I think
Mm-hmm.
the only time we talk. We need to discuss the economics of things sometimes. But other than that, may full hand ang coach to run the team, to get his coaching staff. And the coaching team that Coach Ariel has now is very smooth. No, it's a combination of newcomers and some holdovers. Maayos siya. So why change if it ain't broken, diba? So we have a core of 10, kung nga sabi nga ni Coach Ariel, yun ang sinasabi kong we got a pot of 10 players. We just need some new draft picks and hopefully we will be gel in time. And with the leadership of JB and si Swerte tawag ko nga doon, parang si Samboy Lim reincarnated yan, So we will give everybody a run for their money in the next conference.
That's great to hear.
Yeah. Doc
Right?
Siliman, Blackwater has a very established and very impressive presence in the market as a product, as a brand. We all know that it's a winning brand, may winning tradition, ang Blackwater. And even in basketball, during the PBL days, sunod-sunod ang mga championships ng Blackwater and Blackwater-related teams. Pero dito sa PBA, nagkaroon ng konting hitch to be able to get back that winning tradition. Do you sense that will soon be reversed?
It's my personal belief, if you want to get the best talent, siguro the best talents are already in the older teams, quote unquote, But what we will overcome with the inability to get the best talents is to get the players with the biggest playing heart. Yung may puso, Like, kasabay ni JV is Barkley Ebonia, He might not be the best center, But tignan mo yung spirit niya in every game. He gives 110% of his game, Yun ang kailangan namin. Young team who will, parang puso ng Gilas, So, puso ng Blackwater. That is gonna carry us to the next level in the coming conference.
Nice. Well, I wanted to ask the players, now that you have a break, curious lang sa mga fans niyo, what do you do during this break? I understand you're gonna start training again first week of April, Coach. Tama ba?
Yes, first week of April, April 5th.
So, what do you guys do?
Um,
JB, ikaw muna.
yes, Ma'am Dean. Just spending time with family, especially I have a 3-year-old daughter, and actually the second time that I had to bring her to the beach because ngayon medyo lumuwag na. So I did bring her to the beach and she really had fun. So I was excited to see that, was happy, and me and my wife just enjoyed it there. And also spend time with my mom and dad, with our parents. So we're just enjoying every time. Kasi maliit lang naman talaga yung break namin, and we just try to spend much time to family.
Yeah, how did your family react to your fantastic performance? Ano mga nasabi nila sa'yo? They must have been like,
Yes, ma'am. Masaya naman and natuwa na yun nga, lumabas rin yung game ko sa yung mga past few games, last 4 games, and they just hope, syempre, they always support me in any way, in everything I do. So I'm glad and just really thankful that I have a family to support me like that.
Ikaw naman, Ray, how are you spending this few days away from practice? Are you still doing fitness or ano bang strategy
Yes
mo?
po. Actually, kagaling lang po ako sa workout bago itong Zoom meeting na to. And then
Required ba yun ni Coach na keep up your fitness or sariling ano na lang yan?
Syempre, as professional po, nature na sa amin yung ganun. Kailangan condition always yung yung katawan. Then umuwi po ako dito sa amin sa Davao to spend time with my family. Opo, my son, my parents. Opo, nandito po ako. Nagbabakasyon muna.
Nice. And then start na, Coach, April 5, no? And then next conference,
June 5th.
Draft muna, then next conference, Kinito, June 5, right?
Right. And before we wrap this up, and maraming salamat sa inyo lahat for participating in this show. We certainly learned a lot about Blackwater, especially the beautiful body of Boss Deo. Over his dead, beautiful body. Hindi mangyayari yun. Hindi po ibebenta ang Blackwater. So kayo po yung mga naghahaka-haka. Hindi po totoo yun. Fake news po yun. But before we let you go, we want to have a little bit of fun with you. We're going to ask you very quick questions, one by one. And if you can just answer those questions as quickly as you can. Okay? Diane, let's start it off.
Okay, so everyone has to answer. First question, who do you think will win the PBA Governors Cup? Go.
Gov Siliman.
Ginebra.
Ginebra. Coach Ariel.
Meralco.
Okay, JV.
Magnolia.
Okay.
Iba't iba.
NLEX. Para.
Scripted na. Scripted.
Okay ito
Ang galing ah.
Oo, parang ang pinag-isapan. Okay,
Para
next question.
isa-isa.
Oh, who will be the season MVP? JV.
I think Scotty.
Okay. Next question. Diane?
Oh, who in your opinion is the best PBA coach? Coach Ariel.
Team Cone.
Tim Cone.
Okay. Next question. Who is the best PBA import? Ray.
Sean Glover.
Okay. Next
Yeah.
question.
What do you prefer, offense or defense?
JV.
Oh, defense.
Okay. Next question. Preference. Dunk shot or three-point shot? Coach Ariel.
3 points.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Favorite all-time PBA player? Ray.
Jaworski.
Jaworski.
Taga-UE, taga-UE. Favorite NBA player? Gov Siliman.
Magic Johnson.
Ba, okay.
Old
I
school.
think he will be the
Oh, old
he
school,
will
old
be the
school.
next coach of LA Lakers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who
Okay, I
will win the UAAP this season? JV.
Of course, Animo. Animo Lasal.
Okay. Oh, hindi, I'll ask the same question. Ray Suerte. Sino man na sa UAAP? Ray, ikaw.
Ateneo.
Ateneo. Gov Siliman. Who will win the UAP this season?
Ateneo.
Ateneo. Coach Ariel.
Lasal, of course.
Wow, okay. Okay, this is the last question, Diane. I'd like to ask
Yeah.
this question. If you had the choice to pick the Blackwater team muse, who would that be? Gov Siliman.
Nako, wala na kaming news ngayon.
Sino ba?
Wala kaming. Well,
Hirap.
wala kaming news ngayon for the time being.
Oh,
But-
pero if
Sige.
you had the choice,
Or ano, sige, think about it muna. Who would you like to watch your game na baka maging swerte sa inyo para manalo kayo, let's say on your first game? JB,
Sino ba?
anyone? Random, anyone at all?
Ako po.
oh, Ray,
Oh,
Ray.
sige,
Buong-
Ray.
Buong pamilya ko po. Para maraming
Yo,
swerte.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marami swerte, oo nga, no?
Oo, ganda yun. Coach Ariel, ikaw. Muse
Ako.
or inspiration on the sidelines?
Siguro lahat ng pamangkin ko, all 26 yata sila.
Wow, okay.
That's sweet, that's sweet.
Ang dami mong ticket ibibili.
Oo, maraming ano. Yung mga ano ko yun mga prayer warriors ko yun, mga tuwan-tuwan. Nanalo rin kami.
Amen.
Okay. Gov Siliman.
Well, family is always the first. So, dati when we still had the Blackwater Elite, buong lahat ng pamangkin namin nandoon, buong pamilya nandoon. We would be something like about 15 kami lahat. So, it would be nice to bring back that practice or that tradition of the whole family nandoon, watching the game.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's always nice to see Gov Siliman's son, si Matthew, always at the games.
Yes.
He's a close friend.
With the courtside
He's someone who's,
reporters.
I think he's the number one fan of Blackwater and also the number one fan of the PBA. And on that note, we'd like to thank everyone. And
Thank you,
Diane,
guys.
Yeah, before we let you go, perhaps if you could just say a short message to all the Blackwater fans to assure them that Blackwater is going to bounce back in a big way this coming season. Gov Siliman, kayo puna.
Our slogan is winners never quit, no? And I think
Yes.
we have a chat group with the players and the coaches. Yan ang parating sinasabi ko, even if we lost, so long as we go down fighting, we are good. No, wag naman yung first half medyo malambot na. So we should go down fighting, no. Just like in life, we are not born to win all the times, but we should never quit because that's be our formula for winning in life and in basketball.
Okay,
That's
Coach Ariel.
beautiful. Beautifully
So
said.
to all the Blackwater Bossing supporters, fans, family, I think the best is yet to come for this team. Watch out for Blackwater next conference and next season.
Okay,
Blackwater.
JV.
Sa lahat ng Blackwater fans, thank you for all the support and please continue support us the upcoming season. We will do our very best for you guys. Kayo magbibigay ng energy sa amin.
Okay. At ang
Ray.
pinakamaswerte na player ng Blackwater, natandaan ko pa nung tinalo ng UE ang Lasal because of Ray Suerte's three-point shooting. Ray, ikaw naman.
Kuya JV. Sa lahat ng Blackwater fans, huwag kayong magsawa mong sumuporta. Mas gagalingan pa namin sa next season ng PBA.
Okay. You heard it, guys. Blackwater will be back with a bang. Maraming
Winners
salamat
never
sa
quit.
lahat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Winners
Rob
never
Siliman,
quit.
Coach Ariel,
well,
JV,
thank
Ray,
you.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
po.
We enjoyed your presence. Maraming salamat sa pagkakataon that you joined us sa Play It Right TV. Thanks, guys. Well, the end, that was really nice. That was really refreshing because there's been so much speculation that Blackwater was on the block and it was going to be sold, especially since Converge just bought the Alaska franchise. But you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, Governor Siliman C saying, this team is not for sale and this team is going to bounce back. They ended the season with a big rousing victory over the number 1 seed Magnolia, and with 3 first-round draft picks coming up for Blackwater, I'm expecting that this team is going to be a contender sooner than later.
Well, I love their motto, winners never quit. It seems that they have tremendous support from the management. The coach is also very positive. And I think that win was just like a perfect ending for them, just to give them enough spark to be able to push for the next conference. So all the best to Blackwater, and look forward to talking to them on when they have reversed their trend in the next conference. All right, more power. Okay, before we go, we want to thank our partner who has made this show possible. Whether you're a hardcore athlete or sports fashionista, we got PlayitRight.com that has well-known and respected brands, Asics, Molton, Mikasa, Mueller, and many others. PlayitRight.com, if you check it out, has premium products at very reasonable prices. So check it out in the link below. Thank you.
And remember, like and subscribe, hit that bell button for notifications. And here at Play It Right TV, Diane and I are committed, along with all the men and women behind this production, this program. We're committed to bring you the best of Philippine sports and more. Because as you know, we've had exclusives with Kai Soto, Calum Harris. We were the first ones to bring them up. EJ Obiena, Yuka Sasso, and then Miss Universe candidates even came on board. So here at Play It Right TV, you're going to get the best of all the worlds. Thank you
and
very
we would
much.
love for you. Yes. Thank you. Please stay in touch to our Instagram account, our Facebook page, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, PlayitRight.tv, and let us know what else you'd like to see on the show. And Kinito and I and the rest of the staff will do our best para makuha namin para sa inyo. So here in Play It Right, we are the one-stop shop, your one-stop shop for the latest on the greatest in sports. Ako po si Diane Castillejo.
At ako naman si Kinito Henson.
See you next time dito lang sa Play It Right.